Alright yogis, welcome back to Yoga by Paige. What we're going to work on today is a little mattress to mat yoga. What I mean by that is this is the kind of yoga that you can roll out of your bed straight from your mattress onto your yoga mat. So what you're going to want today is maybe a couple of blocks just to keep handy and nearby, a blanket if that suits you to protect your knees. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and get started standing at the top of our mat. So while you come to the top of your mat, bring your big toes to touch. Your heels can be apart. You're going to take just a couple of moments to stand here to ground down. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Maybe check in with the neck and shoulders. And then notice your breath. Can you start to deepen the breath here? Can you really begin to fill the capacity of your lungs? You can feel the connection of your foundation, your feet pressing into the mat evenly. And then just noticing how you feel as you arrive on your mat. Usually when we wake up in the morning, we're a little stiff. So set your intention for how you want to feel for the rest of the day after this practice. And then decide how you're going to show up on your mat today. Take one more big breath here. And sigh it out. Now when you're ready, we're just going to do a couple of half sun A's. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And then exhale through heart center, release your hands by your side. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, hands to heart center and down. One more just like that. Inhale, reach. And exhale, hands through heart center, release. Last one, reach up. Now this one, we'll put a gentle bend in our knees, swan dive forward with a nice flat back. Release into a forward fold and separate your feet if that feels good for you. I know in the morning I'm usually pretty tight. So shake out those legs, lift up through halfway through your spine, and then slowly release with the knees pretty bent. Drape your chest across the thighs, and let's go ahead and take a ragdoll position here. So sway it out side to side. Maybe nod your head yes and no, challenging your balance as you sway from right to left, and then maybe even from front to back, just to see if the ball mounds and the toes can catch your weight, and then you can lean back, slowly beginning to awaken the hamstrings and the backs of the legs. Head is really nice and heavy. We're here for one more breath. And then go ahead and release your hands down to the mat. Bring your fingertips to the shins as you inhale, lift up halfway. Draw the shoulder blades down the spine, away from the ears. And then exhale right back down. Now we'll root to rise, strong mountain pose. Lift it all the way up. And now on your exhale, we're going to drop the right hand, bring the toes to touch, and arch over to the right, wrapping this left shoulder head back, looking up over the left side. Get a long side body stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Well done. Inhale, reach both arms up. Now you'll drop the left hand down, arch all the way over to the left, wrapping the right shoulder back, right armpit back as you look over that right shoulder. Get a nice long side body stretch to the right side body. You might feel it in the lat. You can let those right hip pop out. Good. Inhale, reach up. Now on your exhale, we'll swan dive forward fold. Halfway lifting here. Inhale, lengthen your legs and chest. Exhale to plant the hands. We'll step ourselves back into a high plank pose. Pausing here in this high plank pose, go ahead and then drop your knees down. With your knees down, you're going to extend the right leg back, but keep the left leg underneath you. So the creases of the elbows are turning forward, the shoulder heads drop back, and then lean back into this right heel so that you're getting a nice gentle calf stretch. Keep the core slightly toned here so you're protecting the lower back. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Go ahead and switch. Just place the right knee down, extend the left toes back, and we're going to press into that left leg here. Again, maintaining an engagement here, drawing that navel up toward the spine. Shoulders are drawing away from the ears, and you lean back, lean back, lean back. And then release here. Take the knees wide and send those hips back. Allow the forehead to rest into the mat. And then find those long breaths again as you breathe in to fill up. And then release. Settling into the space that you are creating. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Now as you come forward, go ahead and place the hands under the shoulders, the knees underneath your hips. We'll take a couple rounds of cat-cow, tilting the pelvis, drop the ribs, look all the way up. You're drawing your chest through your biceps. And then exhale, navel to spine, chin to chest, round that upper back. We'll do that 2 more. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, release. Last one, inhale, look up. And then exhale, draw your navel to your spine. Keep this rounding in your spine. Tuck the toes, lift your hips up. We'll find our first downward facing dog. So as you arrive here, pedal out the leg. So we'll bend the right knee together as you straighten that left leg. Take a couple of breaths there, pressing the chest closer towards your thighs. And then we'll go ahead and switch. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg, and then continue to press that ground away. Send the hips up, getting that nice long stretch through the back of that right leg. Great. Now go ahead and bend both knees. Send your chest a little bit further back and lengthen the heels down towards the ground. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Good. What we're going to do is lift our heels, navel to spine, chin to chest. Round yourself forward into a high plank pose. You might need to make room for your torso by shifting the hands forward. Bend your knees, arch the back so it's kind of like a cow spine, and then send those hips back, 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 back. Good. We're slowly warming up and waking up the body. Navel to spine, chin to chest, rounding forward. Bend those knees, arch the back. Release into downward facing dog. One more just like that. Heels high, chin to chest, round, 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 round. And then bend your knees, arch the spine, release into downward facing dog. Awesome, yogis. Now here, inhale, float your right leg high to the sky. Big stretch up. Roll out that right ankle. If it feels good, you can find a scorpion dog by bending that right knee and then drawing a couple of circles with this right knee as if you have a marker tip on your kneecap. 3 circles in one direction and 3 circles in the other direction. And then once you finish that third one, extend out to 3-leg dog, and we'll exhale, step this right leg forward between your hands, coming into a low lunge. Your hips will drop. I like to come up onto fingertips as you pull the chest forward. Wrap this right hip back and long. Say hello to the glutes there. Front of that left hip flexor. We'll take one more big breath. Exhale to hold. Now, place your left hand down on the inside of your right leg. You're going to push into that left hand and inhale, reach your right arm high so you're in a low twisted lunge. Now, on the exhale, what you're going to do is you're going to bring your right hand down. You're going to reach it back to your left leg as you straighten your right leg. Get a little hamstring stretch. Good, and then bend the right knee, release the right arm high to the sky, inhale, low lunge. Now we'll straighten that right leg, reach back to touch the left leg. Good, one more here, inhale, and exhale. Well done, yogis. Inhale, reach the right arm high. On your exhale, replace the right hand back onto the mat, and then we're just gonna step ourselves forward into a forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen legs and chest. Release into that fold. Root to rise, strong mountain. Inhale, lengthen it up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Starting to feel that difference here from side to side. Inhale, circle sweep high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lifting, lengthen legs and chest. And exhale, plant your hands. Step your right leg back. You'll be in that low runner's lunge here on the left side. So from your low runner's lunge on the left, lift that right knee up. Come out to the fingertips as you pull your chest through, getting a nice stretch to the front of the right hip there. A long stretch to the back of the left glute. Your chest is pulling forward, and you can let the hips be heavy. Breathe in. Breathe out. I always find that when I come to my mat first thing in the morning, I just got a little extra love I need to give to wake up and warm up the body. So that's what we're doing together. One more breath. And then just as we did on the first side, your right hand will plant down underneath your right shoulder. Push into that right hand as you twist your chest open to the left. Take a big breath here. Inhale, stacking the shoulders on top of one another. Gaze can look at that top thumb. Now on the exhale, you're straightening your front leg and you're gonna reach your left arm back to tap your right thigh. Good. Inhale, low twisted lunge. Bending that left knee, and then exhale, straighten the left knee, reach that left arm back. One more time. Inhale, low twisted lunge. Straighten that left leg, reach the left arm back. Good. Inhale, reach the left arm high, bend the left leg. Exhale, plant your left hand. We'll step ourselves back to high plank pose. Shift forward this time onto your toes. Make sure the creases of the elbows are pointing forward. We're gonna lower down for 5 counts. 5. Squeeze the elbows into the side body. 3, 2, and release. 1. Roll the shoulders out of your ears. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And what we're gonna do is take 3 rounds of Cobra Pose. So as you squeeze the shoulder blades back and the elbows toward one another, think about drawing your chest through, pressing your feet into the mat to activate the lower body. And then exhale, release your forehead to the mat. Maybe shake out the hips to reset. Now slide your hands forward, right exactly where they were, about 1 foot, maybe in line with the eyes. Wrap those elbows underneath. And now again, think about clawing the mat as you peel your chest up. Maybe you can come up a little bit higher this time. Maybe look left, look right. Check in with the shoulders and the ears, the neck. And then exhale, release. Now keep the elbows where they are. Just reach your hands off of your yoga mat. We'll now come up into a proud cobra. Wrap those elbows underneath. Pull your chest up and see if you can straighten your arms. Feet are still pressing into the mat so the lower body is active. You're knitting the ribs in so you're not overarching through the lower back. Take 1 more breath. You're zippering up that core. Shoulders are down away from the ears. And then release. We'll rock ourselves back into a child's pose. Maybe the knees are together to give you space in the lower back. Maybe you want them wide again. We'll take 1 more big breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Good, yogis. We'll go through 1 more sun A and then give ourselves a little bit of a pep before we start the rest of our days. So tuck your toes, lift your hips, and make your way into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog here, inhale, look forward, lift your heels, and bend your knees. And now here, it's a yogi's choice. Depending on how you feel, I'm gonna step forward. You may be ready to hop forward. Come to the top of your mat into a forward fold, however you choose to get there. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, release. Root to rise, strong mountain pose. On your exhale, drop your right hand, reach over to the right. Inhale, reach both arms high. Exhale, drop your left hand, reach over to the left. Yes. Inhale, arms high to the sky. Exhale, send your hips forward, cactus the arms, elevate the sternum, opening through the chest. Good. Inhale, arms high. Exhaling, swan dive, fold. Halfway lift your inhale, lengthen your legs and chest. Exhale to plant your hands. Step yourself back into high plank pose. Turn the creases of the elbows forward, shift forward, and Chaturanga Dandasana. Use your knees if you need it. Cobra or upward facing dog, yogis. And then we'll exhale back to that downward facing dog. Now go ahead and just drop your knees down. We'll do a little bit here for our lower bodies before we start the rest of our day. So we're gonna come into a double pigeon or log pose. Bring the left shin parallel to the front edge of your mat, and then take the pinky edge side of your foot with your foot flexed and cross your pinky toe past that left thigh. And you might be really tight because it's first thing in the morning. That's a-okay, I am too, right? But we're just gonna kind of lift the meat up of our buns out of the way so you can root down through those sit bones. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Now on the exhale, drop your right hand and reach over to the right very gently. Don't go too far because you might be feeling a lot of sensation. And then what I like to do here is just crawl those hands out a little bit further on the ground. Look up to the left. And then connect to your breath. See what you can just let go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice all of that sensation. Allow it to energize you and make you feel alive. Last one here. Awesome, yogis. Lift this left arm up to come out of this. What we'll do is lean back and plant our feet in front of us. Windshield wipe those legs side to side. All right, and then we'll just go right away into our second side. So we'll start with the right shin parallel to the front edge of our mat. Flex the left toes and cross the left pinky edge of your foot past the right thigh there. So here's our second side. You may need to reset your sit bones there. We'll inhale, reach the arms up tall. Walk your left hand out to the left and we'll arch over to the left side. What we're trying to do is keep both hips equally on the ground. Wrap that right shoulder back. Maybe close the eyes. Lean into the sensation. Imagine the space that you are creating to carry you through the rest of your day. Use those big breaths to help you embrace the sensation. One more breath. Good, yogis. Inhale, reach that right arm up high. Go ahead and lean back, uncrossing your legs, plant your feet mat width distance apart, and find that little windshield wipe again. So what we're going to come to do, we will make our way into a cross-leg seat or Sukhasana. The shins are parallel in front of one another. We're gonna reach the hands behind us, pointing the fingertips toward the torso. So you'll roll your shoulders back, squeeze those elbows in, and then I like the fingertips tented to begin. Think about wrapping the elbows so close together that your chest begins to lift, and then your gaze can lift as well. So it's a really nice gentle back bend, and you can let your head drop back as much as it feels good for you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, one more. And then we'll go ahead and tuck that chin to our chest. Begin to bring your hands to heart center. Switch which leg is in front. Good, inhale, reach those arms up nice and tall. We're gonna drop the right hand behind us. Bring your left hand to your right thigh so you can find a gentle twist. Wrapping the right shoulder back, look over that right shoulder towards the back edge of your mat, using as much pressure on this left hand and thigh as you want to help you twist open. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Last one, inhale. And then slowly unwind, roll those shoulders out. And then when you are sitting here in Sukhasana, whichever leg felt most sensation, switch to that one again. So for me, that was actually the right leg tucked in. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms up tall. Twist over to your left, bring your right hand to the left thigh and the left hand behind you, pushing into that right hand. So drop the left shoulder back behind you, look over that left shoulder. And again, pressing into this right thigh, that left thigh, as much as you want to find this opening, to break up any tension or tightness, stiffness in the body. One more breath. And then exhale, gently unwind. Roll those shoulders. In fact, let's hug the shoulders up, 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 up. And then on your exhale, let them drop. Two more, just like that. Big, deep inhale. And release. Last one, yogis. Inhale. And release. Go ahead and bring those hands to heart center. Close the eyes with the bow on the forehead. I hope that you are able to finish the rest of your day full of more space and a little bit more energy. And gratitude for sharing your practice. Namaste. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more mattress to mat yoga coming at you very soon. Peace.